Welcome back to the channel. Today is the beginning of Ash and Iron. So I picked up pretty much everything that I could on my characters. In terms of like the stuff that's on the season pass, I picked up a lot of that stuff. I think I missed or forgot about the stuff that was on for the seasonal challenges. I forgot to pick up those. But other than that, I think I picked up everything yesterday before the reset. And I did watch, I guess what they had earlier this afternoon or this morning about Renegades. And so what I did not understand is this part. I didn't realize that Ash and Iron was not included with the $40. So I bought was it Reclamation for $40. I didn't buy like the Ultimate Edition or anything like that. So now that I'm looking at it, let's see. Yeah, so I bought just the Edge of Fate. That was it. So now I'm thinking, okay, so for $40, did I really get a lot out of Edge of Fate? I would say no. It was just mechanics with the story campaign. I didn't like them. The story, once we got into what was going on with Ikora, was pretty good. But I didn't jump into any of the side quests after that because, I was focused on the power grind, really. And so the $40, like, I really didn't do much. I played the same thing everyone else did in terms of the portal. Once I started getting, my focus shifted to the power grind, I was playing K1, Caldera. Sometimes I played Creation. The last couple of weeks, I finally started getting into the fire team ops. But yeah, and all this stuff is old content except for Caldera. And like I said, the story campaign, I didn't like it because the missions were too long. And the mechanics from the morph ball and the transporting and all that stuff, I didn't enjoy the campaign at all. So really, for that $40, I was able to play the game. I got the stuff that was on the season pass, but in terms of like enjoying the content, I didn't enjoy the content. So yeah, it was that was I don't know how else to rank that. It was just not good. And then with the location of Kepler, it wasn't like the location itself. It just wasn't, a place that I was interested in exploring. Like I said, I like the story from the Ikora standpoint of it. But other than that, Lodi was okay. He grew on me as the character as we continue to learn more about the character, but I really wasn't interested too much in the 9 because I feel like they should have been introduced more in the Light Dark saga. But at this point, once the witness was gone, like, the 9 were just an afterthought, and they never really used them in that 10-year span really at all. And so now to have um, this particular or this past season of Reclamation really focused on them, it was like that excitement that would have came 5-6 years ago from learning more about the nine, that's gone at this point. So now that they're moving the story focus to the nine, I'm just not invested in them at all. So yeah, I don't know. I would say Reclamation I'm disappointed in. Ash and Iron, I feel like this is gonna be more of a filler until we get to Renegades, because I think from the Vidoc I saw of Renegades, I think Renegades is gonna be good. I do. I think Renegades is gonna be good, and not even because of the lightsaber and stuff like that. I think just because of their approach and how we play the game, and the improvements, like the locations look more interesting, the story overall looks more interesting, just how we play the game, and we have to I guess pledge some type of allegiance to certain criminal factions or something so that we can progress in the story. I mean, I think it kind of goes back to um, gosh, I want to say Forsaken a little bit, because we had to work with Spider, and Spider's basically, his character is like a crime boss, and so we had to work with him. Um, he's Spider is used to trafficking a lot of resources, material. Uh, so working with him, it was kind of, you know, wasn't one of our best choices, but it was a means to an end of finding um, Aldrin and, getting revenge. And so now with Renegades, it seems like they're going back to that kind of theme of working with uh, less than ethical characters. Um, Now, the Maya Sundarish part of it, like I said before, I'm not interested in Maya's character. I just, she doesn't come across as a threat to me. She's more of an annoyance. Um, a lot of ego um, with her character. But in terms of like a powerful threat, I don't get that from her character. But I mean, that's the way the story's going. And I think in Ash and Iron, they were saying in the Vidoc, or in the talk they had today, is that she is losing her control over the Vex, and so now she's trying to get Golden Age tech from the Plague Lands, um, so that she can reestablish her control over the Vex. Well, all the entire Vex collective. I think some of the Vex are breaking off, which is actually interesting for a change, because what, the 10 plus years we've been fighting Vex, like, they don't really have a personality. Um, I don't remember a Vex character really standing out as an actual character. Um, so if they start giving certain Vex characters, make him into a character and having real personality, I think that would be helpful for them. I do still stand by what I said before in previous videos of, I'm tired of fighting the Vex, tired of fighting the Fallen, tired of fighting the Cabal. Um, Even the Taken at this point that got introduced in the Taken King in Destiny 1. I mean, I'm ready to fight new enemies, but they're just reskinning them as, something different. It's going to be the same thing in Renegades. I don't know how in the world if we'll ever get past that because Bungie hasn't had the time or the resources to really put into creating a lot of new locations, new assets. So now, I mean, we've been to the Plaguelands before in Destiny 1. We're going back now. We've been to the Dreadnought in Destiny 1. We went back in Destiny 2 with Heresy. So it's just they're rehashing things. I think they brought back the sniper rifle. What was it, No Land Beyond from Destiny 1? They brought it into D2. Um so yeah, it kind of goes back to the point of why we don't have a Destiny 3. I don't think that Bungie has enough assets, like new stuff, to fill out a Destiny 3. So we're going to get new things, a little bit at a time. But at the rate that it takes them to create the new stuff, I just don't see Destiny 3 on the horizon. They're definitely going to have to continue to make improvements in D2. It's going to be like a soft D3. It's turning into a soft D3 because the game definitely needs a refresh. We've been running out of vault space. Like we ran out of vault space a long time ago. But that's the whole thing. And so we had a soft sunset, a soft reset with the game, with the armor, with the weapons. And like I said, we're going into Renegades. And so I think that's going to be good. But I think that Reclamation and Ash and Iron, what we have right now, I just don't think they're going to be that good. So we're gonna have to wait until December to really see what the soft Destiny 3 is gonna look like. So yeah, they're testing out the new armor, looking at data analytics or whatever they want to call it. They retracted some of the nerfs for some of the weapons. I think they're going to keep the nerf on the Temporal Blast weapon mod. I think they're going to keep that. But they did retract some of the nerfs that were supposed to be implemented today, I think. But yeah, that's where I'm at. The only thing is, going back to the past, like, yeah, that it just feels like a wasted $40 with that past season, which is why I didn't pay. I didn't pay the $100 up front because it's just like we have a good season or a good episode. Then we get a bad episode or two, and then we have a really great episode, and then we have a bad episode or two. There's just no consistency. So I definitely did take the wait and see approach. I didn't pay the $100 up front, but I'll leave off on this. If you did the same thing I did and you just bought Edge of Fate without the entire year, or you didn't buy the Ultimate Edition, I believe you can buy them now at a discount. So the Year of Prophecy, which is basically Renegades, is going to be included in this. Okay, so it won't let me look at the pricing on here, but this one is $48 for the Ultimate Edition. Now, it would have been $100 at the beginning of Edge of Fate when it first released. It would have been $100, but um, that part of it is come and gone, and so now we are in Ash and Iron. So you can still purchase the Ultimate Edition, but it's only going to be $48, and it's down from the $68 because you take 40 out from Reclamation, you would have $60 left over to pay for the Ultimate Edition, but it's like a 20% discount right now. So if you guys want to continue playing, because what it looks like is I'm gonna have to, if I get the rewards pass, it's gonna cost me $10. And then when Reclamation comes, I'll probably pay another, $40 then, somewhere in there. Right? So, and that's $50. So I might as well just get the Ultimate Edition. And with the Ultimate Edition, you get 2 rewards passes. I think they have Edge of Fate 2x, Renegades 2x, right? And then you get the Dark Side Legends bundle, Kylo Ren, Darth Vader, General Grievous. You've got New Land Beyond, which again is a Destiny 1 weapon if I remember correctly. Secret Stash, I don't know what that is. The Renegades pre-order, you get an additional, what is that, an emblem and a sparrow. And then you've got Raid, Epic Raid, and Dungeon access. In the dungeon, I guess they're still charging. If you don't get the dungeon access, I think they're still going to charge, $20 just for a dungeon key. I mean, that's what they did before with, the Final Shape dungeon key. And then the Lightfall dungeon key is here. That's $20. So, so like I say, this one's not working. The Ultimate Edition one still works. And then you have Renegades by itself. So, if you pre-order this one, you instantly unlock. It's I think it's the X-Wing down here. Exclusive emblem, and the pre-order cost $40. So yeah, I mean, I would just get the Ultimate Edition at this point. If you piecemealed it like I did and just paid the $40 for Edge of Fate, I would definitely just pick up the Ultimate Edition at this point. It's $48 compared to $40. And the Ultimate Edition should unlock everything. So, and you get the added, these gear sets here. But yeah, you guys can let me know what you think about Edge of Fate. Was it worth the $40? I'd say no. Some people might have a different take on it. I did not play the raid. I usually don't play the raid or dungeons. So for me, like I said, most of the season was just after I finally, it took me 6 weeks. I didn't get finished with the story campaign until week 6 or 7 somewhere. It was late. Because like I said, I got frustrated with the mechanics in the gameplay. So yeah, you guys can let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.